Titans, Chargers. We got the dub last week. Can we get it again? We're going to see on the Right Titans podcast.
Touchdown
Welcome to the Right Titans podcast. We are your host, J Maul.
Trigger Trey.
And here we go again. Another week. Man, we got a dub. And now, it probably didn't come how we wanted it to. Let's just be honest. It was the Patriots. You know, they were 2-6. We were 1-6. But we got a dub. See, here's the thing. I'm a winner. I like to win.
Yeah.
And so I see all the time that we're trying to tank and we're trying to, get the number 1 draft pick. We're trying to do this, and I'm a winner and I like to win. And we got that win. And the thing is that we got a head coach, first time head coach. You want to get his confidence up, not just the players, but also him as a head coach. I mean, if you coming in as a team, as a first time head coach on the team, you want to get the momentum going. The spotlight's on you. But we got the win. We'll dive into it. What you think about that game?
Hey, it just felt great to get a win. The ending had my butthole puckered up a little bit, but other than the ending, I was pretty satisfied with the game overall.
Yeah, man, it was a really good game. Again, we didn't like the ending. It was like, man, Drake May's over here running around looking like Patrick Mahomes, throws it up for a touchdown, and we over here in overtime and like, we lost another one. But hey, we pulled it out. We marched down the field, got a field goal, and was able to win. Yeah, it was tight watching that game. It was real tight because we were all thinking like, here we go, same old Titans, just blowing a lead, blowing a win. But hey, we got the win, and it was a much needed win, especially at home field. We hadn't won a game in home field yet. Yep. So I know the Titans fans who normally attend the games, they were there. So it was good to get a win. Any standout players? Who is your standout player, whether it's on offense or defense? Who do you think stood out the most? Who's the MVP?
The MVP of this game has to go to Amani Hooker, hands down. He had like 4 or 5 tackles, 2 picks. We've been talking about that the whole season. We need to create turnovers. We need a pick. We need an interception. We need a fumble. We need something to go our way. And Amani Hooker was one of the people to make it go our way.
Yeah, 100%. I give it to Amani Hooker on defense. There's some honorable mentions on defense. We got Big Jeff Simmons.
Had a game.
So here's the thing. I think he had 1 or 2 fumbles or forced fumbles or 1 forced fumble. He had a sack, a fumble recovery. He had 7 pressures as a interior defensive lineman, 2 holding calls on him. They couldn't stop him. And you don't really see those stats add up, but the fact that the quarterback is getting pressured, trying to figure out what to do. Hey, that's an honorable mention on defense. Offense, who's your MVP on offense?
You gotta go Tony Pollard. Well, we got one more. We got one more on defense. Arden Key. Yeah, let's not sleep on him. He's the one that forced the fumble.
You're right.
Arden Key, hey, he had a game, especially the past like 2-3 weeks. I was saying I don't think he gonna come back from the Lions. I thought he was just gonna stay in Detroit. But I'm glad we kept him. He's making plays. We've all been like he's a second tier, not even second tier, like 3rd or 4th tier edge rusher. Like not a starting edge rusher, not starting caliber, more of a rotational guy. But hey, he's been playing. He's starting to look like a low level edge rusher, a low level starting edge rusher at that. So he has awakened.
I don't know if he was trying out for a team or saying like, hey, this is my last tryout before I may get traded. But we ended up keeping him, and so I'm glad that we ended up keeping him. Hopefully he can continue adding some pressure. So yeah, that was a major key by Arden Key to get some sacks and to really get the defense going. But honorable mention as well, Arden goes to Arden Key. Offense, you got to give it to Tony Pollard. I mean, 150 plus total yards, 120 yards. on rushing. I mean, he was averaging like 4 yards a pop.
Yeah.
I mean, that's you can't. The O line deserves some recognition too. I mean, shout out to the O line. I think they've gotten better each and every single week. Appreciate that, Mister Nike 615. They've gotten better each and every week, and so especially the right side, we're kind of weary. We saw Leroy Watson come in. I mean, and if you watch J.C. Latham, no one's getting past him right now. He's holding that
Uh-uh.
left side down with Peter Skoronsky. You actually can breathe a little bit, knowing that hey, not only is he a rookie, but he's only going to get better after this. That's something to
And,
really look
and
out.
JC Latham looking better than Joe Alt right now. Last couple weeks.
Yep. And we're gonna
Rand is just cooking.
we're gonna jump into the Chargers as well. But shout out to Tony Pollard, shout out to the offensive line. Y'all did an amazing job. But also we got a shout out to Nick Westbrook.
That's my guy. That's my guy. I was waiting on you to say it.
I mean, Titans fans, let's think about it. Who's the most consistent wide receiver?
Nick Westbrook Kana.
Who has 4 consecutive touchdowns?
Nick Westbrook Kana.
Who would you rather have on a camping trip if you forgot your socks?
Nick Westbrook Kana.
Right, he's Mr.
Hold
Reliable.
on. I got a couple. I got a couple. Who's the best Titan on the team?
I go with
Nick Westbrook Kana. Who's always there? Nick Westbrook Kana. Who's not injured? Nick Westbrook Kana. Let's go back to that one. Let's go back. Who's not injured? I don't think I've seen him pop up on the injury report this whole season.
I don't remember the last time he has popped up on the injury report, to be honest with you. I think, like you said, availability is the best ability.
Come on now. Nick Van Nett also had a
Nick
good
Van Nett. Yeah,
game.
shout out to Nick Van Nett. He came out and, I was expecting a little Chig action, maybe some Josh Wally, but Van Nett, that first drive, and he had a few other catches as well. So shout out to Nick Van Nett.
We got another one. Who's still available in most fantasy leagues?
NWI. Appreciate the comment, Jay. Man, I'm telling you, Nick Westbrook Akina, shout out to him. He may go down as one of the best wide receiver Titans that we've had. You might want to go ahead and put a little Hall of Fame Titans edition, and you got to add him in there because he's been Mr. Reliable. I mean, we can keep going on and on. We won't.
You gotta pay him.
I mean, you have to. At this point, it's like, listen, we know that you're going to be available. We know that you're going to put in the work. We can count on you. Let's ride with you. Come on.
Yeah. What I say, first one in, last one out, plays the game the right way. Just a lot of grit. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Hey, he's the dog.
But yeah. So now here's what we got. We got the Chargers. I think it is a late afternoon game in LA. Will Levis is back again. Mr. Mayo himself. I'm excited about this.
You know who he needs to throw the ball to?
Who's that?
Nick Westbrook Kana.
NWI. But I'm excited to see Will Levis back because now it's a continuation of evaluation.
Yeah,
we can continue to evaluate to see, can we build upon him? Now, I'm not expecting him to just go out there and give me 300 yards, 4 touchdowns after coming up from injury, but maybe you needed this time to just like look and see like, okay, this is what Mason Rudolph's doing. This is what I need to do. This is what other quarterbacks are doing in the league. Maybe you just kind of got thrown into the fire that first game. Maybe you needed this time to just like sit back, get your nerves under, and like, all right, let's go back and let's see about this thing.
Yeah,
so I'm really excited. Mm-hmm.
I think him sitting on the bench was like, we know Mason Rudolph is not making the hero ball play. We know he's not throwing down the field. But to see Mason Rudolph just organize the offense with just getting the ball to his best playmakers, like Will Levis was able to see that, learn from that, hopefully was able to see that, learn from that, and then implement all the short game stuff, the check downs with the deep ball that we know he has. And
Yeah,
also, if you're the Titans, you don't have to establish the run game. It's already established.
yeah,
We
it
know,
is.
we know Tony Pollard can tote that thing 5 yards per carry. The run game is already established. So it's really on Will Levis for check downs. And you know the Chargers like to run cover two pretty much. Two safeties up top. So the check downs, intermediate passing game, the big ball might not be there every play. So I need to see Will Levis just organize and drive down the field pretty much.
Yeah, and so like I said, and I'm really excited to see him as well, just because if you remember last season where he came in for injured Tannehill, that very first game against the Falcons, what'd he do?
Oh,
Four of them. Four. So maybe this is what he needs to come off the bench, get his nerves under control, wipe away those last few games. Now keep in mind, Chargers, they're a little injured in the secondary. We know
yeah.
one of them, Christian Fulton, is in the secondary. But I don't know if he's going to play because, again, he's got a hamstring injury. Ain't nothing new. Again, I'm not wishing, any injuries. I want to play you at your full best. But yeah, they got a lot of injuries right now. So we'll see exactly
I
what we
think
can do.
Joey Bosa might still be out
He's
because
still out.
I heard a report that he was like saying that he was like just 60% last week.
Yeah. So they got some players that are injured. Offense, we know what Justin Herbert
Just
can do. Lad McConkey, he's been balling.
got him
I
on my
don't think
fantasy.
I don't think we'll have our starting cornerbacks right now, but I do like the way that Jarvis Brownlee is playing. And
Yeah,
I think he should have had a pick last game. It just kind of, just went out of his hands, but he's playing
yeah,
aggressive. I'm okay
yeah,
with the holding calls. I'm okay with the,
for
pass
sure,
interference there. You're on him. You're not getting burnt. You're not,
for
right there.
sure.
And some of these calls that the refs are making, it's like, come on, let the guys play. And
Yeah.
so if he can keep balling out like that, I like where he's headed. Um, but yeah, we got to stop the Chargers, and so we'll go into our keys of the game. And so I'll
Can I go
start.
back? Can I go back to corners real quick?
Go ahead.
I got beef with one of them.
We got beef.
L'Jarius Sneed. What like you telling me you played 17 games with the Chiefs last season, 16 games with the Chiefs last season? You can't play 5 for us?
Mm.
I'm a little mad.
I believe they said last time I checked it was like a quad injury. I believe.
Hard.
I
We've
think
been
he's
nursing the
out.
knees. We've been nursing the knees. Where does quad come from? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
I let me just double check. Yeah, I think it's a quad injury. We'll do a little injury update. Injury report. Let's see who's going to be out this game. I think Tajay Spears will be back. Also, shout out to Jack Gibbons as well.
oh my God. Yeah, we forgot to
Shout out to
mention him.
him. I forgot to mention him.
Yeah.
Where did that come from?
I don't know. Brian Callahan was like, it's hard to put Cedric Gray in the lineup when Jack Gibbons is playing like that.
Straight up.
Yeah, like see ball, get ball. Especially what was it? They had like a broken play and they was going to the check down to the running back, and Jack Gibbons came out the middle of the field and just came all the way down and smoked them. The awareness, the feel, he was there. This is the L'Jarius Sneed injury.
Took a helmet to the thigh area. I ain't gonna lie, that hurts. That does hurt. That's a huge muscle, and you bruise that muscle. I'm not saying, hey, like what's going on, but as a former football player, that hurts. A helmet to the thigh. Now again, a lot of these players, they not really wearing the proper gear. Some of them not even wearing thigh pads. I don't know if that's the case, or they're wearing thigh pads that are about the size of a quarter.
A hockey puck.
Yeah. So again,
hey, you gave him a quarter.
I gave him a quarter. I mean, look at these knee pads. You go out there and watch these wide receivers and see if they got any knee pads on, and if they do, it's the size of a quarter. I'm telling you. So again, we won't go into that. But yeah, we got Dylan Radins is questionable. We got L'Jarius Sneed out, and we have Julius Chestnut is questionable as well. As for the Los Angeles Chargers, Christian Fulton doubtful. We got Gus Edwards questionable. Joey Bosa questionable. Khalil Mack is questionable.
Ooh,
Um,
that would be nice if both of them are out.
yeah, so I mean, there you go, right there. Establish the run game. Run left.
Run left.
There you go. Let's make it simple. Also, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Also, just like to let you know that we are up to 122
Whoa,
subscribers.
whoa, yeah, woo, ah.
Appreciate all the subscribers, all the love. Thank you for all the support. And I told you we were going to do a giveaway if we reach 50. But since we double that, we got to do 2 giveaways. So I'm not going to announce the winners yet. Not going to
Okay.
do the winners yet. But just to let you know, shout out to Pulse Line. We got the hats right here. In case you don't know, this is my brand. Support mental awareness, suicide prevention. We're in the process of revamping for next year, but we got some gear. And so because we earned 2, we got 2 hats right here. If you can see it, one is a gray one, Post Line. The other one is a black one. So we'll do some giveaways. We'll probably have to figure out how we're going to give this away. Maybe do a little raffle on here, a little drawing, all the new subscribers. So we'll see how that goes. And yeah, so be prepared for some more giveaways as well. But yeah, thank you for all the love and support. 122 subscribers. We started with, literally 3, 6. Now we built
I
it
was
up to
one of them.
100. Yeah, and we were both one of them.
Started with 3 and we was 2 of them.
There you go. So yeah, appreciate the love and support. But yeah, so the Titans got a big task. Spears the healthiest running back, and he's just coming back from injury. Yeah, I meant to say that as well. I know Tony Pollard has been on the injury report. The last practice he was limited as well. So I think it doesn't say that he's questionable, but I know he was injured or dealing with like a toe or a foot injury. So hopefully he'll be healthy and good to go. If Tajay Spears is back, that hamstring can be pretty tricky. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Usually when people come back early for a hamstring, they re-injure it and go right back on IR. So knock on wood, hopefully that doesn't happen. But it'll be good to see Tajay Spears out there. I really do like Tajay Spears, the explosiveness, the change of element, the change of pace. And so I think they complement each other well, Tajay Spears and Tony Pollard. And so a few other things as well before we head out. What's your prediction for this game? Are we going to get a win? Are we trying to still lose? Are we trying to tank? Where are we? Are we in this limbo?
Yeah, we're in the limbo of win, but also lose a couple games because we still got a lot of pieces. But a win, back-to-back wins would be huge for the Titans. We can lose like 3 in a row later. But if we get back-to-back wins right now, that's a huge momentum. So what are your 3 keys to the game?
My 3 keys to the game: air it out. The defensive backs are hurt. They're injured. I think they're a little short on defensive backs right now. Air it out. Don't be afraid to air it out. What we got to lose? We 2-6 right now. Just throw the ball. But be smart about it. And so that's key number 1. Key number 2, take advantage of the opportunity. Again, we told you what the injury report was. Joey Bosa is questionable. Khalil Mack questionable. That means offensive line, do what you did last week, establish the run, move them out the way. Hey, we're looking at a easy 90-yard rushing game from Tony Pollard once again, plus. And so that's going to be my 2 keys. Number 3, get to Justin Herbert. Get to him. Whatever you got to do. I need him on the ground. And so this is different from a Drake May, because we saw that Drake May. I didn't realize that he had those wheels on him. He was getting out the pocket. He was moving down.
Of them.
look, Justin Herbert ain't like that. Okay,
Yeah,
he's just a little bit slower. He can move around the pocket, but again, he has a cannon, so he can throw it. But if you
yeah,
give him time, it's a systematic offense that they run. They're trying to give it to Lat McConkey and company. Get to him, take him out the game, get him on the ground, and we got a really good chance of winning and go 3-6. And after that, I don't know. We're not gonna worry about the rest of the
yeah,
season. But right now, we're gonna worry about this game because again, I'm trying to win. I'm trying to establish a culture for the
yeah,
Titans. So, what are
yeah.
your 3 keys to the game?
Three keys to the. There we go. 3 keys to the game. I want to see a lot of play action. Confuse them. We know the run game is there. They know the run that game is there, especially if two of their starting edge rushers not going to be there. Run the ball, left
Yeah,
or right at that point. If they're both of their starting edge rushers not there, run the ball and set up the play action game. Set up the play action. We know that Nick Van Ness, Josh Wiley on the little speed out or whatever has been our bread and butter
it's
pretty
been
much on
there.
first
It's been
down.
there.
So we know that's there, and then take a shot off of that. You know what I'm saying? So I want to
Right.
see a good amount of play action, intermediate passes, and just eye candy pretty much. Second key to the game, like you said, get to Justin Herbert. I need T Sweat and Jeff Simmons. Whoever's not getting double team needs to get pressure.
Yeah.
Simple as that. T Sweat gets double team. Jeff Simmons gets pressure. Jeff gets double team. T Sweat gets pressure. We have two interior defensive linemen for one of them to not get pressured if they're double team. Jeffrey Simmons even said it himself. He was like, "Oh, if I'm getting double team, I like my chances over anybody else in this league trying to block me. I like that mentality.
Yeah.
That's what
I
you want
like
out of
that.
your
I
defensive
like that.
lineman." What T Sweat said earlier in the year, it was like, "Are you a little sad you ain't gonna be able to play with Big Jeff?" He was like, "I'm T Sweat, man. You know what I'm saying?
I'm T Sweat.
I'm T Sweat." So you love to hear that from your interior defensive lineman. So if one
Right.
of them's getting double teamed, the other needs to get pressure, and vice versa. 3 NWI.
NWI. we
That's
can
it.
keep on talking
We
about
say
them.
camping trip. NWI. Who's
I'm
still
telling you.
available in fantasy? NWI. Most reliable. NWI. NWI. NWI.
NWI, you rearrange those letters. It says win.
Man, what?
That's the key.
Secret
That may be the
sauce.
major key is to give it to Nick Westbrook-Akina. Give him 5 touchdowns consecutively. But yeah, also before we go, I noticed, a few games around the league. You look at the Chiefs, you look at the Ravens and the Eagles, and I can't help but notice that you got D Hop over there, and you got AJ over there, and you got Derrick Henry over there.
Let's not
You even
talk about
got Khalif Raymond balling out. We saw what he did against us when we played the Lions. I mean, how do you feel about just letting go of these star players? What's your thoughts on that?
I don't even want to talk about it. Like,
I don't even
like I
talk
don't know.
about it.
The Titans, we draft them, we develop them, and let them go.
Yeah.
And that's what it feels like. Like even like Jayon Brown, he's playing decent. You know what I'm saying? Like we got a lot of people in the league. Christian Fulton playing decent. We only got a 7th round pick for him. He got like 3 or 4 picks right now so far. And hey, I don't. Hopefully, Rand Carthon can turn the tide over. You know what I'm saying? What it looks like to be a Titan. Because
Yeah.
I understand D Hop. You know what I'm saying? Get something. Let him go get a ring. Who knows? He might come back. He loves it
He
here.
coming back. He gonna get a
Who
ring
knows?
and he gonna come back. We all know this.
Yeah, but AJ Brown, not Rand's fault. Derrick Henry, not really Rand's fault because we trying to change the regime. But also, I kind of did like the farewell speech at the end of the season. I needed that. You know what I'm saying? We could have traded him
We
for
all
it.
needed that.
Yeah, we could have traded him early on in the season for a 3rd, maybe a 2nd. Not really sure what we would have got for Derrick Henry.
Who
But
knows?
you know what I'm saying? I don't know. We ain't got to get into it. I'm listening. Hey,
You say we
heartbroken.
don't got to get into it. I just couldn't help but look at all the posts out there and seeing that we got rid of some some really key players, and it just sucks because um I think the turning point was AJ Brown. I can't, I may just cover this every single podcast. That's just the turning point of when the Titans just started looking less
Yeah.
of a Titans team and more of just what are we doing type team. That AJ Brown team really, really hurt.
Like if you think about
Yeah,
it, AJ Brown, D Hop, Derrick Henry, whatever quarterback at that point,
who
whatever
knows?
quarterback, you got two dogs and and NWI, you know what I'm saying?
NWI.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, make sure you comment, like, subscribe once again. Also, throw us your predictions, where are we gonna end up at the end of the season? Are we just gonna start just losing all out, get the number one draft pick? Are we gonna turn this around and somehow squeak into the playoffs because we figured it out? What are your predictions? Go ahead and put it in the comments. And then also make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this with a friend. Again, we are over 100 subscribers. We are looking to get more. Whether you're a Titans fan, football lover, it doesn't matter. We just talk football, we talk Titans, we talk fantasy as well. By the way, Trey, how'd your flag football team do last week and today? Because y'all
Oh,
had a game today.
whoa. Not last week. You're not gonna talk about last week.
Oh,
Last week game didn't happen.
okay.
But this
That's fair.
week we still lost. But but we had a better game. I ran for two of them things. Had a couple drop balls in the end zone that we could have cleaned up. But we was in it. The final score was like 30-12. But the last two touchdowns, it was like before they scored the last two touchdowns, once we was out, it was like 12 to like 20 something. So I feel like we was in it the whole game. And also, that team has been together for like 5 years. I haven't played football since junior Pee Wee.
You're right. Yeah.
The last time I played football was with the Bordeaux Eagles. Shout them out. So
Andre,
next week,
we may have to suit up. I may have to come down to Nashville one time and see if we can get a
I need a
dub
wide out.
somehow.
I need a wide out.
We may have to make something shake. But before we go, I'm gonna try to do a little trivia because we gotta do a little trivia.
Oh man, I didn't
I was
study.
able to throw it in real quick, and so hopefully the answer doesn't pop up immediately. I don't know how this is gonna go, chat.
Okay.
But we're gonna see how
Should I close
it is.
my eyes just in case?
Yeah, close your eyes
Okay,
just in
okay.
case.
All right, chat,
if
close
you
your
see
eyes,
it,
just listen.
Yeah, chat, close your eyes while I do this. I'm still working, the tech systems and all that stuff. And so let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Okay, yeah, it worked. There we go. I was able to pause it. So
Okay.
yeah, so chat, you go open your eyes. You can open your eyes,
Okay.
chat. Open your eyes. Okay. So here's what we got. Titans all-time sack leaders. We got number 1 as Ray Childress, number 2 William Fuller, 3 Sean Jones, 4 Javon Curtis, aka the Freak. Who's number 5 on this list? Number 5. If you want, don't look it up. I saw y'all looking it up in the chat. Don't look it up. But who is number 5? If you think you can guess it, make sure you comment. If you're watching this for the first time, if you're watching this after the live stream, see if you can use Chat GPT. The Chat GPT. We don't sponsor Chat GPT, but shout out to Chat GPT for those who use it. But no, you cannot use Chat GPT, mama.
Mama.
But yeah. Who's number 5 on the list? Trey, who you think is number 5?
Number 5 on the list, I think I might have to go with Harold Landry. I think I saw something that said Harold Landry is up there, about to pass Javon Curse. I think he's at like 49, maybe around that area. He's been playing with us for a while. So I might have to go Harold Landry on this one.
Harold Landry. All right. So Here is number 5 on that list. It's none other than
Jurrell Casey.
Casey. Jurrell Casey, big 99, sack monster himself. Harold Landry, number 6.
God, I was close.
Yeah, you were close. Harold Landry, I tried a little, shake up because we've been seeing Harold Landry was almost trying to pass, Javon Curse, and he was up there getting his sacks. And if he had, X amount of sacks, then he would have been, one of the all-time sack leaders. But yeah, shout out to Jurrell Casey, tatted monster himself. Yeah, he's been on this team for a while, and he was one of those leaders on the team, so he doesn't get enough credit. But man, when we had him, he was Jeff Simmons, and then Jeff Simmons took his place, and so now we got a Jurrell Casey 2.0, if not better, in my opinion. But shout out to Jurrell Casey, tatted monster as well. But yeah, any last thoughts before we head out, Trey?
I know I said we was tanking. I don't want to no more. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to. I might. I might want to still tank, but like that's not the goal. Is to win as many games as possible, see what we have. But so tanking would be good. But if we get it, as long as we get an answer on Will Levis, I don't care what the outcome is at this point. If we win a lot of games, I'm happy. If we get an answer on Will Levis and we lose a lot of games, it is what it is.
Yeah, I think that's the main thing too. Just we got to find an answer on Will Levis. It's not going to happen this game or next game, but if we can see, the improvement, I'm looking for the improvement. Can we build upon him? Can he be our franchise quarterback? And then, because again, he's got to get a lot of games and a lot of reps under his belt to figure out if that's the case. Because if not, then again, what do we do in the draft? Do we look in the draft? Do we look in free agency? Do we want to do it one more time, the Will Levis experiment? I think he's a winner. I think he's a competitor for sure.
Yeah.
But maybe he just needs a little bit more development as well. But I'll be looking forward to really seeing him. But yeah, that's all the time that we have. Another outro.
Another one.
Chat, what y'all think about this outro music? I think I'm liking this one. Yeah, but again, we appreciate y'all tuning in. Again, we are at 100 subscribers, 122 to be exact. But yeah, we appreciate y'all tuning in. Again, my name is Jay Maul.
Trigger Trey.
And again, that is the Right Titans podcast. And we are out.
I knew this would happen someday. You can ask my day one day. Cloudy days turn to sun rays. Only way to way up way. Know my way, know my feng shui.